Sir, you already know. RBE, RBE, RBE.
Knowledge, hip hop is real. We back again for our 100th interview.
Yo, listen, man. 10 years, man. I just want to say salute to you.
Thank you, homie.
I've been rocking with you for the 10 years of my career. March made it 10 years. Hip hop has really been around. So,
dope.
You know what I'm saying? We've been around since the inception of RBE. You already know. So it's just good seeing you continuously working, staying consistent, focused, and putting on for the culture.
God, appreciate that. Likewise.
Since you came in the game and you brought RBE, you specialized in giving us matchups we didn't know we wanted.
That's one of the things we try to specialize
in. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Giving us matchups that's left field, giving opportunities to matchups we probably would never think would ever happen in the culture.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? And you continuing that trend.
Yes, sir.
With this card right here, man.
Divide and Conquer 2, May 6th, rarebreedent.com, and get your live pay-per-view. Yes, we are trying to continue that trend in full force. Why not? Why not?
We're coming off of the Murda Mook Bigg face-off.
Yes.
Man, like this battle right here, I'm not gonna lie, once we seen the drop, it was like a lot of people just didn't know what to think.
Split down the
confused.
middle. Yeah, confused.
Yo, does he deserve it? Of course he deserves it. Yo, what's Mook gonna do? Yo, nah, Mook got this. Or yo, Big K, he's a problem. So now all these conversations are starting.
Yeah.
You did it again, man. How you feeling?
Feel great, man. I feel great. I think this is another one of those, like when I introed Ill Will versus Holla, I said this is a legacy battle for RBE. This is another one of those. You know what I'm saying? It means a lot to us. There's a lot of history wrapped up in this battle for us. Obviously, what Big K has brought to the platform, as well as what Mook has brought to the platform. When Mook came back to RBE, when he came back to battle rap, and he debuted on RBE or debuted as far as like his first time here, the way that shocked the culture, the way that impacted the year, the way that made new eyes, new subscribers, new fans turn their heads to RBE, inside and outside of battle rap, he deserves a lot of credit for that one moment of what he brought into, us as a company, us as a platform. Big K, as well, has consistently, since our second card, put his fan base, his talent, his energy into our company as well. So they both done a lot of different things as far as what they've added to the brick by brick movement. And getting those two guys now to face off, for May 6th, I just think that it's a legacy battle for us. I think it's a battle, like you mentioned, definitely wouldn't happen unless RBE put it together. I think Big K deserves it. I think Murda Mook definitely respects Big K. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no matter how many opponents is out there for Murda Mook to battle right now, Mook is about his business, but Mook is not gonna battle somebody that, doesn't belong in the ring at all professionally. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Big K earned it, he deserves it. He's coming off of one of his best performances ever. And we expect a classic, because after seeing that face-off, we could tell neither one of them want to lose this battle.
I know you just said that, but Mook, even in the face-off, though, he kind of like, yo, man, he had so many good options, man. He chose Big K. I'm sure that's that mental back and forth between competitors. But he started throwing like I could have battled you, ARP. You could have set me up with whoever at this point.
Yeah.
With what you gave me.
He wasn't lying. When we did the social distance card, we was on the phone arguing. He had an idea of like, yo, why don't you battle me? We was doing those the video battles and everything. And I stayed in my lane. I was like, look, I respect the idea and everything, but I'm staying in my lane. You know what I'm saying? And who knows? Maybe I would have embarrassed myself and it would have went viral for that. But Mook is about his business. He's a businessman. And obviously when you approach a lot of these battles, the top tier guys that get paid handsomely, the business got to be right. Big K, when you approach him, the business got to be right. Ill Will, when you approach him, business. Rosenberg, I go down the line. You know what I'm saying? Mook is no different. Mook, of course, has a certain level of prestige that he's earned for himself. So people from the outside looking in are always going to assume that people like Mook are among some of the higher paid guys in the culture, right? So, of course, off rip, Mook is going to want to make sure that whoever he's doing business with got that together, because not many platforms could engage those type of people. There's a lot of top tiers that really it's not easy to get booked on a lot of platforms that's out there simply because of the business involved. You know what I'm saying? So
it'd be expensive.
Yeah, Mook ain't gonna dance around that. That's definitely one of the first things that he's always gonna make sure is there. But as far as the opponent coming down to Big K.
Yeah, why'd you pick Big K? It was your choice.
That was written. There's nothing that we're saying that's being twisted. I really was like, yo, Hitman, Hollow, Big K, Ill Will. Okay. Hitman, in the meantime, he was already leading into his Easy battle. This was all happened before Easy versus Hitman. So it was like, all right, Hitman got his own energy going on right now with that. We'll get back to Hitman maybe after that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe later on. We're in the middle of trying to book our card right now. We didn't even know the outcome of Easy and Hitman. You know what I'm saying? I think Hitman left that battle with a lot of energy, so it still would have worked right now. But we just didn't want to wait for, like, let them focus on that. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Hollow and Mook. It almost seems like that ship has sailed. Like, they don't really want to battle each other anymore. Hopefully that changes one day. You know, that I'm not the final say-so on that.
I don't know. That's still a great battle. I don't care what nobody say.
And as far as Ill Will, and all these battles I want to see versus Mook, but I'm saying that now for Ill Will. Ill Will we was just thinking that and looking at it like, yo, he just did the Hollow battle. You know what I'm saying? So I always feel like Ill Will deserves the best of the best. Now in this moment, I feel like Big K deserves the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? So we just moving this energy around, and then with Big K having that type of momentum of being the most talked about performance coming off of part 1 of Divide and Conquer.
Facts.
I looked at it and I said, you know, if Big K was to get what we call the God tiers, any of those God tiers, now is the time, right? And you got to capitalize on times like that from his side and from RBE side as well, because it's like randomly just like not having that type of energy behind him coming off of what he was coming off of. You know, it's not as easy. It's not as easy to situate those type of battles then. So I felt like if he was ever going to battle one of those guys, now's the perfect time. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm not gonna lie. You know, how'd you feel like, you know, seeing their type of energy? The face-off was different from what I personally expected.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on the face-off? You know, if you give the fans a little insight on what they're going to see.
I think like you could tell there's a piece of the face-off where it's like that feel-out phase, because they didn't have their targets set on each other. Big K wasn't calling out Mook. Mook wasn't calling out Big K. There was none of that energy. You know what I'm saying? They get the call. It gets situated. Next thing you know, it's like, all right, that's my op coming up May 6th, right? But it's still that, like, I don't know what you want and I don't know what you want yet. So then when you sit down here, it's like, all right, let me feel out the energy. Are we enemies? Are we this? Are we that? So I felt that little feel-out period. And then, you know, a couple topics came up where I could tell, it's like, oh, this person don't like that. Oh, this person don't like that. So, like, when Mook was talking about, you know, a possible angle that might be coming, right? I don't think K liked that, because he's going to protect his reputation, right? And then on Mook's side, I also seen a part where he seemed frustrated based on some answers that K was giving. That's when he was like, yo, you fake.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it seemed like he was saying that real genuine. You know what I'm saying? So I think there was moments where they both got underneath each other's skin. And then you see, like, towards the end, K was just like, yo, you're going to pay for it. You're going to pay for all of this. And Mook was like, yo, I know I was going to do my thing regardless, but now I want to fucking... And that's what we need the face-offs to do. We need the two battlers to walk away from the face-off saying, like, damn, if I didn't already have enough reason from my reputation, from my legacy, from just wanting to win, from my battle and my bag after, for just being a competitor, all these type of reasons, if I didn't already have a reason to want to win, this situation standing across from this man or sitting across from this man just now letting him say those fucking things to me that I feel like is not deserving of, now I really want to bury this guy. And that's what I think just happened. I think they already knew, like, I'm not trying to lose to this guy, but now it's become more personal. You know what I'm saying? So you need that. You need that sometimes.
Talking to Big K, and, you know, he's like, you know, he kind of said something in the sense of, like, you good?
No, I'm good.
Like, you know, I don't want to get into a situation where I'm really mad or he get me really tight, because that shit, like, it makes me just not want to battle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand
in that sense. You know what I'm saying?
But these guys are both professionals. These guys are professional battle rappers, and I think RBE, along with the culture, has high expectations for them, and they have high expectations for this battle. And I don't think that either one of these guys would ever risk that on any level. Like, these guys are, you know, they know what they're doing. But at the same time, I I could see how frustrations and certain vibes and energies feel personal at a time. You know what I'm saying? So you say
can't talk
shit,
about the shit he like, been through, and Mook like disputing all of that. Like, get out of here.
Mook
you're not that.
Something in hip hop and in our culture, you know, go in the angle of questioning how short or how much time somebody has spent based on the charges that they've had. That insinuation is very disrespectful in today's age, right?
Yeah.
Now, of course, on the battle rap side of things, everything's a go. On a face off and on stage, people can say whatever the fuck they want. But even still, you're still a man. You still have your own principles. So you insinuating that even within a face-off still might make somebody feel a certain way. And I think that woke K up for that moment too. Like, yo, what are you trying to say? Like, because when Mook was like, well, you said that you did this, right? How much time did you know what I'm saying? So I think K was just like, what are you trying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not trying to spoil anything until it drops. But, yeah. I think they both left this face-off with multiple new angles, as if there wasn't enough that they already couldn't put together from just studying each other and knowing each other in the culture. But I think they left this face-off with new angles. 1,000%.
And you know, the good thing is having it this early, man. It's like they're still in the writing phase.
Yeah.
So we're still like, I'm sure they're still crafting material. So this, you know what I'm saying? Was that a purposeful thing done for you?
1,000%. It's just like Hitman and Cass, for example, right? Look at all the material that was in Cass's round that was from the face-off.
Facts.
You know
his whole verse.
It was a lot of shit that the crowd loved the most, actually.
Yeah, facts. Some of the stuff that stuck the most.
Yeah. So the fact that these guys didn't have any history and it wasn't on the radar, it's not a matchup that people were thinking about until we announced it. This was one of those type of matchups where it's like, nah, a pre-face-off that's in advance gives them an opportunity to be like, okay, I see what's up. Let them get into the energy of it and let the fans see some early stuff as well. I don't want to wait all the way until the day before when they see that face-off and then be like, all right, let's figure out, why did you take this battle? How do you feel? Yo, what do you think about this angle? Like, is he going to bring somebody from VA? Are you going to call him out for this? Like, I didn't want them to wait till the day of or the day before to hear all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it was tactical.
Well, what do you say to people who say, man, ARP, he wants Big K to beat Mook, man? These are his guys. He won. You know what I mean? I think 3 was on the live earlier. He said something like that. You know what I mean?
I think even some battlers think that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never gonna forget the classic example of Arsenal asking me to see both sides of the coin when he battled Show Off. I'm never gonna forget shit like that. I'm just like, damn, like, you think I would do that to you? Like, understand this energy of like, this is our guy, we're promoting him and all that type of stuff. But when that coin flips, I am neutral.
Okay. If
Big K beats the shit out of Murda Mook, it's great for me.
Yeah.
If Murda Mook beats the shit out of Big K, it's great for me. Okay?
Got you.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's just like both sides would do great. If I made it that personal, like, oh, I really have an agenda, both ways would work for me. Right? And I'm not trying to make it about me. I'm just trying to be logical to people.
Yeah.
If Murda Mook got in there and destroyed Big K, they're gonna love it. They're gonna watch it. They're gonna pick it apart.
Facts.
They're gonna get on Big K. They're gonna say this. They're gonna say that.
Does Big K get a Cassidy next after that?
It's gonna create all of
if that was to happen, or does he still get a Hitman, or does he still?
It would create all of that, and then it would be like, all right, well, we want to see Murda Mook versus this person now, and if it happens in the reverse, it'd be like, oh my God. But at the end of the day, one thing that has been consistent with RBE is we do understand the stature of certain battlers. Certain battlers are super nice and they have no name. There's certain battlers that are God tiers. We have veterans, we have top tiers, mid tiers, whatever. Since day one, we haven't cared about that. We haven't cared about your stature. You know what I'm saying? If you nice, you nice. And on May 6th, that's all we care about. Who is better as a battle rapper? Murda Mook or Big K? That's all I care about on May 6th.
That blue room, Murda Mook back in this environment. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? This feels like the original, you know what I'm saying? Him versus Jay Mills type of feel.
I like what Mook is saying. Lux. Like, yo, me in a small room?
Yeah, exactly.
Are y'all kidding me?
Because Tay Rock was a small room, but it was like just him and Rock and Smack just standing there. So it was like, it wasn't the same. You know what I'm saying? It was like, that type of thing. But now we get to see him actually with the crowd. He gets to move that energy in that room.
Yeah.
And Big K had that shit shaking so crazy the other day. Oh, yeah.
And the crowd adds to a battle a lot.
Yeah. Like 100%.
All that writing that these guys do, it's dope to just tune into a battle like, let's say, Mook versus Rock and just listen to the pure artistry. That's an amazing battle. That's an amazing piece of footage. You know what I'm saying? That's a classic video.
Facts.
At the same time, when you see that type of battle and you see the elements around.
Oh, it's a different battle.
Yeah, I get to see this person's face. I get to see this person jump around. I get to hear the whole crowd go up. I get to hear the crowd scream 3-0, 3-0, all that shit.
You get to see who manipulates the crowd now. Like, that's a whole nother fight within the battle now.
That's part of it.
You know what I'm saying?
Controlling the crowd, winning the crowd over.
Winning over his people, his entourage. Yeah. Even that. The guys who hate you. Making them have to do nothing but to respect what you're saying.
Watching people fight back. Watching people get... Because really, that's really when you're dying, right? I think you have to have a crowd to really, really feel the energy and the impact of dying.
Yeah, facts.
Right? If you're just way, way better than me as a battle rapper and it's just me and you, that the vibe doesn't feel like, oh, I'm dying.
Nah,
he's dying. It'd be the crowd and all that adding on, like, oh, screaming, 3-0.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a different type of death.
Like, yo, he's getting dragged.
Yeah, that's a different type of death.
So we want to, if that's going to happen in any battle in the card, so fucking be it. One person didn't prep in a way that would prevent this person from dragging them. And it is what it is.
And you know, also as an element of someone heckling or doing some shit, even if you're doing good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all of that, like, to have that mental concentration to be like, I know this is one motherfucker who's, they're not telling him to shut the fuck up and he keeps just screaming in the middle of my round. I gotta get through that aspect of it. Because I remember A-Ward battle, there was somebody who was there that was just trolling the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, A-Ward never broke. You know what I'm saying? So you give people points for shit like that. Like, that's kind of crazy.
Look at C3 and Caution. C3 turned the haymaker out of something that happened in the crowd. And there's $25,000 on the line. You know what I'm saying? So even that within itself is just like the rebuttaling, the crowd control, the energy, the haymakers, all of that to me just creates a dope moment. You know what I'm saying? I don't knock on when it's just like, let's say Mook and Tay. I don't knock that at all because like I said, there's a place for just listening to the pure artistry. But also the situations where you got that whole crowd element and all that, if I had to choose between one or the other, of course I'm going with the crowd there. You know what I'm saying? So,
nah, man. So far, like I said, again, dope battle, Mook and Big K.
Appreciate it.
But dope card. You got 9 battles.